Robinson. They call me Jay.
This is Michael Jeffrey. They call me Mike Jeff.
This is Logan Barnes, and they call me Pounds.
This is Vince Smith, and they call me Vinny.
And this is The Last Dab.
If anybody was interested, but Jack Honey.
Jack Honey in his system.
I like taking the
I might have to take a swig.
right there.
Just to warm you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Jack Honey's good though, man. So fucking sweet.
Yeah, the honey definitely
See,
does its
I
thing.
fucked up real bad the other night. I went out to my buddy Noah's, and literally me and him smashed a full bottle of Jaeger between me and him. And
What
then,
do you talk about full bottle?
like, not the fifth, the fucking,
Uh-oh.
the tall
The
bottle.
The
gallon?
half
No,
gallon?
it wasn't a
The half
gallon.
The half
Liter?
gallon?
It's like a liter.
I think it might be a liter or whatever. But, yeah, we fucking smashed
yep.
that bottle of Jaeger.
I
And
can't drink Jaeger.
I was drinking
I
it
used to
with
be
like
able to.
Monster or whatever, you know, like
That's the only way.
The
Red
typical
Bull or Monster.
Well, my Monster was gone, and then I was like, "Fuck it." I just started chasing it with the fucking Jack.
Oh,
and
no.
then dude, I was throwing up at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Courtney was laughing at me. and,
You're gonna throw up
man.
if you chase fucking
You're just.
Jaeger with Jack.
Yeah.
That's a known fucking fact.
I woke up the next day and she was telling me I was puking and everything, which I remembered it. But she was like, "Yeah, do you even remember what you were doing?" And I was like, "No, what do you mean?" And she's like, "You're drinking Jaeger and chasing it with Jack. Like, that's a fucking
Ooh.
recipe for disaster."
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. That's called your stomach's gonna hate you the next morning. The toilet's gonna be your best friend, but also your worst enemy. So you better decide what you're doing.
We went ice skating, and turns out I guess I'm a fucking boss. I need to try out for hockey.
For
or
real?
something.
Are you really good?
Dude, I'm talking
That's
like
awesome, bro.
I was expecting. I tell Noah all the time. Like we always said this since we were kids. Noah's fucking good at like everything. Like he's literally the type of person like you hand him something
He'll
and
just
you
pick
give
it
him
up.
a week, dude, he'll be a master at it. Like we were all big in on like butterfly knives and stuff and trying to learn how to use them. Noah like literally not even a week into having a butterfly knife could do every trick in the book. Like he was like he's
That's
so
dope too.
you tell
Butterfly
him,
knife.
hey bro, come play
Butterfly
this.
knives are dope.
Come play this video game with us, and he's literally like mastered it in a few days. Like it's fucking the best. And then that was the thing. I went ice skating with him, and I was expecting Noah to be like, oh shit, he's gonna be fucking good at this too. No, dude, he was eating shit, and he wasn't like mad at me, but he's like, dude, I'm trying to keep up with you. Like he was trying to challenge himself.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
I'm talking like I'm not great. I obviously need a lot more skill to be on a fucking hockey team or something. But when it comes to standing up, not falling down, dude, I can take off running in a pair of skates, ice skates, and I will not fall down. Like I know
It's pretty hot, bro.
like Courtney was like got home, told my mom, she's like, who taught him how to fucking ice skate? And of course my dad's like, I used to know how to skate, It's like, yeah, we know, Dad.
It's crazy that was such a big thing at a point in time. and
Roller
then it
skating.
doesn't-
Yeah, dude.
You know, the last
seen
time
those.
I went ice skating is with the church with Barnes. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Like
No,
eighth
yeah,
grade,
yeah, I
you
think I
were-
was there.
I was checking you on the
Yeah,
ice.
you checked. No, that was on the ice. You checked me.
Yeah, I checked you on the ice.
Oh, I thought you were talking about rollerblading. My fault.
Rollerblading, ice skating.
Weren't
I mean,
you
you're
there
just
when we were
adding fucking
rollerblading
water.
too?
See, I
And
think
it was Evan Cully came and clipped my leg.
Ah, not Coley.
I was like, why?
Got you. Got your ass real quick.
I think it was
suck
Evan
worse
Cully or
at
somebody, I forget.
rollerblading and
I think
skating
I'm worse at rollerblading than
than
skating
ice
too.
skating.
Yeah,
it's
same.
weird. I figured it would be the other way around. Like you'd suck at ice skating and be decent at rollerblading.
Is rollerblading with 4 wheels like looked down upon instead of with just the 3 down the middle?
I don't know.
I feel like the 4 is kind of retro.
I know someone I met through my buddy Jake. She's like all into skates, like
Yeah.
she does it all the time. And she was telling me that she would much rather prefer your 3 to 4 wheels in the middle, like the typical kid roller skates, other than like your 4 fucking like car style
yeah, is that what I was
deal.
reading? Yeah.
But she was saying that she completely prefers the ones in the middle. Well, I don't really know the difference.
I think I like those because it reminds me of
Malcolm in the
ice
middle.
skating more.
Yeah, for sure. That center, just straight balance beam type of deal you got on your feet.
Right.
What fucking blows my mind, and Noah got to talking to me about it because he's got fucking random facts about everything, but kids, like younger kids, shorter kids, you know, their center of balance is way like more adjusted to than what ours are, being adults
less
and taller
height.
now. Yeah, like, and I mean, it's an easy concept.
Closest
but
to the ground.
You go see kids on an ice skating rink. Almost every time I've ever been, the kids were
They're
the ones
5 foot.
fucking just flying around, zooming
Right,
past
yeah.
people. Like, how are you that good? You know.
Remember
But-
being a kid, like thinking you're doing ninja shit, like regardless whether or not you're actually doing a real move, but like you got that mobility as a kid. Like kids are
Yeah.
like,
Then you're so much more flexible, dude. Like,
right.
fuck. Like babies, dude. Like infants. You know how
Bro, you can throw a
flexible-
baby
yeah,
in a pool,
like,
they'll swim.
yeah, like
Yeah, they'll float. They'll just sit there and float.
he's like, I've tried it a few times.
I'm not playing.
No, but yeah, they are like way more adaptive when your body's just so small like that. He's already bringing up the clips.
Yeah, we got to talk about Holloway.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
Holloway
he's on
Cater.
another level.
Guitar.
the greatest. Like
His
I,
name's
Look at
Cater
that
now.
body work too, mixing it up. Look at that.
I still believe that like
Those
Jose
elbows,
Aldo
man.
is
Boom,
can
boom.
be considered a goat of that division.
Of course, but I think Holloway
But I
piece
truly-
up fucking Aldo.
I truly
Holloway
believe
took over
now.
the division after beating him twice in a row.
Yeah, that's
that was when I was
Bro.
introduced to Holloway. When he even like I wasn't like I watched him fight McGregor, I guess, back in the day, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of him as a fighter until he beat Aldo. I watched him fight Aldo the second time, and
Yes,
like he
that
took
fight.
over and like
Yeah.
knocked him. That was a fight night, I think, 1 December. But
I
he
did. I was
knocked
like,
him
man,
out.
Aldo's pretty badass. So I was thinking, you know, I thought Aldo was gonna.
he
win
just
that
doesn't
one
give you
before.
the
I was
chance
wrong.
to even
Hey,
defend.
Cater's a good man, though, man. He took that shit like a man.
That's what's up.
He
mean-
did. That was very respectable.
I was gonna.
fight.
I found this. I didn't know
What's
what you
up?
guys thought about this.
Read it.
The UFC is looking into John Hopkins' study on psychedelic drugs as a potential therapy for fighters.
I mean, we see it a lot all over the place. Like I feel like I see it all the time, especially with like not your veterans, but people that come out of war and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Psychedelics is
PTSD,
really being looked
I mean,
into.
they're doing violence. This sport is violence.
yeah.
brain
almost
damage,
the same idea.
brain damage of how it helps heal your brain from
Yeah.
Well, we just
From
saw
repeated
traumatic
damage.
brain injuries.
marijuana's no longer like not illegal, but
No, the USADA is not testing
yeah,
for
they
it.
don't test for it unless they can prove that you're using it as an advantage to
Remember
train.
back in the day, Nate Diaz smoking that
Bro, he be always
vape
smoking.
pen.
Yeah.
Then he's got that one where he just walks up and he lights the joint right there.
yeah, right at the fucking
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
because think
I
about it.
remember that.
How the fuck could marijuana affect my fighting ability? If anything, it would make it worse.
I mean, I can agree with that
Like,
too.
you know what I
have
mean?
you heard of there's a kickboxer?
I feel you know.
I think it's
I see what you. I see what you
So,
mean.
like, what do you mean it's a benefit? It's definitely not a fucking benefit.
Could be an enhancer
I think,
though, at the
uh,
same time.
You know, it's enhancing me to eat more in the kitchen, but, like,
I don't know, man.
besides
You get that groove, like
Yeah. I remember them talking about
I'd rather fight sober than stoned as fuck.
Hey,
true that.
I'll say that.
kickboxer named Joe Schilling that he microdosed mushrooms every day, and he said like he was kickboxing, it would help him like sparring, like
Yeah.
it would like slow
could
down
see that.
stuff.
I
Like
could
as
see
he was
that.
like,
See?
and it would make him a better like fighter transitioning into the fight. Like he wouldn't take it like during the fight, I guess, but like training
Yeah.
up until he would microdose.
There's a
mushrooms.
bodybuilder, like
Psilocybin.
mass bodybuilder, you know, that I follow on Instagram, and I don't remember exactly who it was, but they were saying that, you know, they smoked weed every time before they went into the gym. Not
Wiz does.
yeah, well, not for the fact that they think it's going to give them an edge or that it's going to like. I mean, yeah, it'll probably motivate you a little bit more or whatever. But he said, for whatever reason, when he smokes weed and he goes to the gym, he could feel like his body being worked more. Like that sense that you get when you're high and like,
Because you just smoke.
so it did act as like kind of a motivational thing for him. Like he's like they're bodybuilders. The pain of lifting is like their fucking
Endurance.
juice, you know.
If they can smoke and
Yeah.
endure longer than people who can't smoke, how are they not better?
And
You
you
know what
guys
I mean?
check Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Bro, they're the fastest motherfuckers, and they
man on
consume marijuana.
sea and
Not
fast-
not to mention it's like medicinal, so it's like. And
Wasn't there an Percy Harvin? Was he said he'd smoke before every game?
Yeah. There's a lot of people that would.
Ricky
And,
Williams.
there was
Ricky
a
Williams.
basketball player that said that too. I forget his name. Have you guys ever watched this?
Oh, you're talking about
There's
Barnes.
a YouTube series, but it's also on Vice. But there's it's a guy that goes through and looks at the background and how different
This
drugs
is a
came up.
YouTube series?
Yeah, it's on Vice. It's a
That'd be
Vice
cool
series
as fuck to
too.
watch. It says it's on Hulu
Vice is
too.
cool.
Vice is cool. I like Vice.
They got good topics.
They always got good shit.
They got good
That
shit.
NBA player you're talking about, I think that's Barnes' like uncle or something. It's Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes? Yeah, me and him are related.
Yeah, like
I'm the fourth. I'm the
Here's
fourth twin.
I just watched this one.
Yeah, he's got triplets. I'm the fourth one.
He goes back
I
and
just happen to be white.
looks at where DMT was discovered in nature in the southeast, where this guy, the
Was it a
scientists
toad?
started taking toads. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was
That could be a one-hitter quitter, right?
That's
how you learn.
It's the natural DMT because most people take the DMT that's made in like a lab, a synthetic DMT, but this is natural DMT
way
that they
different.
take. They scrape the poison off the frogs, put it on glass, let it sit in the sun, and then it turns into like a glass waxy form, and then they crystallize it and smoke it. That's natural DMT. So this, how the scientists discovered it was they were going through ancient Indian burial grounds, and they were finding like hundreds of toads,
Toads just
skeletons,
chilling.
like skeletons, like where they
Those
were used
people
in
were going
sacrifices.
out
So, like,
in DMT trips.
yes. So they were like, okay, something has to do with the toads and in their rituals. So
gosh.
then they started doing experiments on them.
So
But
they
then,
just
like,
kind of ODing.
The pharaohs were leaving this earth when they were dying in
They taught you-
DMT trips.
Yeah, apparently you go into like another realm and start seeing like different
it's- Entities.
entities, different like
I just imagine them just
geographical,
keep
like,
on licking frogs.
spiritual,
I got to get the. Is that what you're saying? Like, I
No,
gotta-
they
like,
go out and like
you-
hunt, they
you
catch the
can't
frogs
understand
like
too
a
far.
net, and then they like keep them. They probably breed them, I assume, but then
Oh.
they excrete
They're
venom
rare.
as
They're
like a
smart about
natural
that.
like
They know
toxin,
Yeah.
and then like you scrape the toxin off.
I'm
This is
rare.
done in the rainforest
I'm
too, but they
rare.
figured out that there's like a certain type of frog in the southwestern United States out in the desert. But you can find it in the rainforest too, in Africa or South America. Like this guy, same guy goes into South America, down in Brazil, goes down like the Amazon River on a boat, like a 3-day trip. He's eating like raw fish and shit. It's nasty.
shit.
Sleeping in like mosquito, like infested like water and shit. Anyway, he finally gets there, and like they find the frog and shit like that. It's fucked up. But this is how I found this guy, and this is like his new season coming out. It's called Hamilton's
Pharmaceuticals.
I honestly think
Pharmacopoeia.
Is he the same?
new season?
What's
Hamilton's
it called?
Pharmacopoeia.
Ayahuasca? Did he
Yes,
do an ayahuasca one?
yes, he did an ayahuasca one. That is
he's done one. He's done a
methamphetamine
hashish one too.
Hashish?
That was. He went
Underground
over in,
LSD.
like
This one's
Afghan.
really good. He goes into like there's like an underground bunker where this millionaire guy built or bought like an empty underground silo out in the middle of Kansas, I think.
Whoa.
But he turned it into like a party trip like thing where he got like he would like have like different parties and this girl.
Trippy parties.
Hamilton goes and finds this girl, because this guy's in jail, but he finds the girl that like lived with him, and he starts telling him all these stories and showing him pictures and shit.
Look, Joe Rogan did a
that's crazy.
podcast with him too. That'd be a good podcast to listen
It was
to.
that'd
crazy.
be amazing.
Here's the frog one.
Thing about DMT though and ayahuasca, it's not something you're supposed to just do recreational.
No,
Don't.
no.
Please don't.
Oh, he's on Joe Rogan.
'Cause I know people who have done DMT recreational and they're not the same.
You're like Electric Forest, dude. I was walking there like EL. This is it.
Oh, Nepalese honey. Have you heard of that? Like the honey.
I've heard of that. That's supposed to
Makes
be
you
like
trip.
one, one
Yeah.
of the
Honey?
craziest trips.
It's one of. Is that what the jaguars eat? That makes them trip.
Honey?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's in
What?
Nepal. It's in like it grows on the side of a mountain. I think you have to pick
Of
it.
course it does. He said you have to pick it.
I'm pretty sure they like hang off the side of the mountains. I'm pretty sure. And pick
Don't
it.
do drugs, but literally about everything in the world gets you fucking high and trippy as shit.
What do they find peyote in? Is it cactus or is
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
cactus?
cactus.
plant,
Cactus.
right? There's a guy that
juice.
I know that said that was the craziest trip he's ever had.
Bro,
on peyote.
on Avatar: The Last Airbender, Sokka chops open a cactus, starts drinking it when they're trapped in the fucking in the desert, and he's like, whoa, he says it's the quenchiest. He's tripping balls. This is for 7-year-olds.
Oh, there
Everyone
you go.
knows what it is.
Up there in Las Vegas.
Yeah, fear and loathing. So like, yeah, that fucking peyote will get you fucking
Synthetic
chopped.
Getting
never,
high
never
on
do synthetic marijuana.
HIV
Never do
medication. Did you see that?
Getting high on HIV
That's
medication.
what it says.
Oh yeah.
Oh
he's
my
like,
god,
he's
I'm so
fucked up.
protected. Like, get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
fuck
here,
me in
bro.
the ass, bro.
Mushroom
Fuck
lab.
me in the ass, bro. Matter of fact, you'll get AIDS.
I've seen this same exact guy
Make art on DMT. Oh look at this art.
Oh, art
Oh,
on
isn't that
DMT.
crazy?
That's crazy. I want to see fucking animals on DMT and see what they do.
They probably die. Like, just straight
They'll
up
probably
die. Like,
Is that against
I don't know.
human
Truffles
animal
against the
rights and
ram.
shit?
Apparently, truffles are legal in Amsterdam. They're like magic. They're like magic mushrooms, but they're truffles.
Truffles? Like they put truffle on it?
They look like this. They sell them in like a store in
great.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam's just so cool. We all need to go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
all.
it's-
I told.
That's one of them places
I
that I want
literally
to go.
I told Jake last week at work. I was
I
like,
think they it's not legal to buy marijuana for outsiders anymore since COVID.
We can
Yeah.
find someone. We're the right people.
wait,
Say,
in
hey,
Amsterdam?
bro. Do
You
wanna
can't
fuck-
Yeah.
buy it in Amsterdam?
I think I just read it.
They
on
might,
the
yeah,
book.
they might have changed it to the
What about-
recreational, only medicinal.
Like,
Oh,
man, that's,
I was telling Jake last week at work. I thought this was hilarious, which I would do it. But I was like, you know what, Jake? Because we were like, it was slow. Like we didn't have much to do that day. I was like, dude, this is a perfect day. Just cancel our day. Go buy a shit ton of fucking whippets and cocaine, and just go go buy a bunch of ammo and just go around shooting shit.
shooting shit.
Oh, there it goes. Look, Amsterdam looks to ban foreign visitors from buying cannabis.
Damn, that's some bullshit. The fuck did I put in this grinder? Weed or glue? This fucking thing will not grind up.
I have my grinder over there if you wanted to try that one.
Shit's just
Chicka chink
sticky.
chink
It's that
chink.
pink lemonade and that lava cake.
lava cake. Lava
Smoking on
cake.
that pressure around here.
Has the Saints game started?
Yep,
Okay.
3-0.
It's 3-0, and they're playing the
Tampa
Buccaneers.
Bay.
the Bucks.
Brady
Okay, so
versus Braves.
what do we think's gonna happen? Do we think Tom Brady's gonna somehow pull it out with Gronk?
He's lost the past 2 games to
Breeze.
Breeze.
This is the first time they've ever played each other in the playoffs, and they've been playing together since like '09 or something stupid.
And he's on a completely different team.
Earlier.
Maybe
You
a
know what I
little.
mean? He ain't on the
earlier- or
Patriots
later
no
than
more.
I think they came into the draft. No, Breeze came in 2000.
that. He was on the Chargers. I just don't remember what year.
He started until 2006 because that's when Philip Rivers took over, and he almost went to Miami.
Fucking Phillip.
2005 was the last. Imagine a 2006 Chargers team instead of if Breeze never left.
Right.
Breeze and LT. That was the year he broke the
Oh,
record.
gosh.
Yeah.
That would
They
have
had
been
Gates.
LT.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Breeze and
insane.
LT, bro. The
boy.
pass option. That just would have been insane.
Breeze went to the Saints. That was the first year he went to the Saints. 2006. That was the year the Colts won the Super Bowl.
Hey.
You see, the big
Been
news right
14
now
year- 15
is
years.
Patrick Mahomes has a concussion.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they almost lost to the Browns. It was close.
Yeah.
For real? He has a concussion?
He had to exit the
Yeah.
game against the Browns because he had
How
got a
long is
concussion.
percussion, or how long is concussion?
Depends on
protocol?
Depends
what
on how
type
bad
of-
it is.
yeah.
Ooh, do you think he's not going to be able to play next game?
I don't know.
That's insane.
They
I did
may
not
end
know
up leaving it as it's your decision. Go out there and
Who's,
screw.
oh, to him?
Yeah, go out there and hit your head more, or stay safe and sit it out.
I'm willing to hit my head more for a couple more milli.
He only makes like
In
a
a Super Bowl.
bajillion dollars a year.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
might as well fuck it. Unless he goes out there and
Die.
From what I see, it
Dies.
doesn't seem like
yeah.
he. It doesn't seem like he gets hit often. Was it a big significant?
I don't
like-
know if it was actually
Right.
anything as a significant hit. I think something just
Let me look
it was a.
if I can find it.
I don't. I honestly don't remember.
That's interesting though, because that could. you know,
I could
tell you
change.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
See that Urban Meyer signed to be the Jaguars head coach. He used to be the Ohio State's head coach and Florida's head coach.
I knew he was going to come to the NFL eventually, but didn't know it was going to be this
Then
year.
The Jets got the 49ers defensive coordinator as the head coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who did the Eagles
bigger
hire? Have the Eagles hired? I don't think the Eagles have hired anybody yet.
Well, I know they're getting rid of their head coach. They don't want
I
him
can't remember
anymore.
if they've hired anybody yet or not.
So what's up with what's his name? Watson.
Yeah, he's looking to leave, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play at Houston
That's
at
what
all.
I'm saying, because they fucked him over, didn't tell him shit. But like, where do you think he's heading?
Well, a lot of people.
Talked about Indy.
Yeah, saying the
But,
Colts
like,
were
what's,
going to
That'd
be
be
the,
cool.
what's the actual?
How much is it? How much? They were talking about 5 first-round picks to get Watson. Imagine that.
Indy was?
No, they're like the price tag.
I was going to say, he's good, but not 5 first
No,
rounders.
that's like
Jeez.
5 first round
Yeah,
picks.
that's what a franchise quarterback could be.
Yeah.
5 first-round picks.
Who's got another lighter?
For
I don't have one on this side of the table.
Arthur Smith became the Falcons' new head coach. He was the Titans offensive coordinator. Buffalo
there should
Bills
be
offensive
another one up
coordinator is going to be the Chargers head coach.
This motherfucker out.
Well, the Bills won, so they're still in the hunt. And then the Packers obviously won. Chiefs, and then whoever wins this game, I think that's the last game to see who's all left.
Getting down to the nitty gritty.
But here's the other thing: is whoever wins this game goes on to play the Packers, and you're talking about a quarterback matchup for the history of Breeze and Tom Brady in the playoffs right now. Well, guess what? Right after that is going to be an even bigger one when you go play Aaron Rodgers, because no matter if Drew Brees wins or Tom Brady wins, they're going to go play another team that's got a Hall of Fame quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. So it's like whoever wins this game tonight, they got an even tougher quarterback to face. I mean,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is no joke. I think that's who's going to go to the Super Bowl is the Packers. So I'm thinking that especially if Patrick Mahomes doesn't get to play next game, that the Bills are going to go. That'll be a Packers-Bills Super Bowl.
Wow.
That'd be a
Any
good one to
history
watch.
behind that? That's,
Huh?
That'd be a good one to
Yeah,
watch.
that would be a good one. I saw Josh Allen, right? Is that his name? The quarter? Yeah. So
I hate him.
he gave like big respect to Lamar after the game. Like ran up to him, made
what's up.
sure to give him a hug and everything. Because it's like those two are like the younger guys in the league compared to the 4 guys we've just been talking about quarterback wise. They're gonna play each other again in the playoffs.
Right.
Again, like that was just their first meeting of many because Lamar and Josh Allen are gonna be around for the next 5 to 10 more years.
They're gonna
be the man,
They're
you
gonna
gotta
be
beat
the
the man.
OGs.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the OGs. You know what I mean? Here in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah. It's crazy how the story that unravels with it, it's that shit's never ending, man. That's why I don't know when it comes to getting jerseys, like I just like to get like whatever player I like, they're going to be swapping teams.
Man, if jerseys weren't so much, I'd have so many players, regardless if I like the team or not. Like, there's so many players I truly like, but I can't spend $100+ to get one jersey.
I think I want a Kyler Murray jersey. That's the
If
next
they
one.
made jerseys like literally $80, I'd probably have fucking 100 of them. Like, dude, I'd buy them at $80 really for the most part all day. You guys both watched. I think you did too, right? The Max Holloway fights.
I didn't get a chance to catch it, but I saw it in the highlights.
I was out of town, so I didn't even get to watch the fight,
I
which
watched
made
all.
me so upset.
It was good.
I watched it.
But it was on CBS, so it was on
ABC, yeah.
Oh, ABC.
And it was worth watching. It's crazy how that type of fight is free on ABC, and then you get a UFC fight that you pay for, and it's a bunch of
That's what I'm
motherfuckers
saying,
just dancing around damn near half the time. It's like,
Well, it's also just crazy to see
why
right
don't they
now.
switch it up?
Dude, did you see Max talking to the announcers while he
Bro,
was
yes, while he
dodging
was-
That's
punches.
crazy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, literally, I'm the best.
You want to know
boxer.
why? Because Cater said he was the senior boxer and Max was the freshman.
Freshman
It's
came to.
Oh, I was. Watch this shit. Boom. You see that? Bow. See that?
Yeah.
Boom. Dodge. Counter.
Dude,
Boom.
after a fight like that, I guarantee you, Cater's never gonna talk shit again, probably to anybody. Like, but yeah, it's crazy to me to see right now that
he had a
that
couple good shots.
he did. He put up a hell of a fight, to be honest. I know it was obviously one sided, but like we just talked about last week, that the NFL game that was on Nickelodeon. And then like even tonight's game, and I think it was the game before earlier today, were on like two different platforms that like usually don't show football. Like I think COVID is majority of the reason, but we're seeing a bunch of sports play like their shit on different streaming platforms that they like you usually don't see. Like we all know like football's Fox, you know, and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And like UFC's
Well, think
obviously
about
pay
it.
per view.
Damn, Hulu just doesn't have live sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
They show
but
a bunch of cats.
It's all about money. It's
Yeah.
like where can we show everything? How much ads can we get?
Well, I think it's
Exactly.
cool because like we should be able to watch our sports on like more than one TV channel or
Absolutely.
something. You know, there should like what pisses me off a lot about the NFL is that there's multiple games on at 1 or 4 o'clock, and they like to put 2 or 3 games on just the Fox channel,
Yeah.
and it's like you can only watch one game like on that channel, so the other games don't even get broadcasted anywhere.
A couple years in a row, my
Gotta
mom
buy some
got
kind
me
of subscription.
Yeah.
the NFL Network, the Red Zone. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Red Zone.
Red
channel.
Zone's really nice if you play fantasy
Yeah,
football.
it was
I
cool.
love that.
Yeah, when I was younger.
You guys are like doing the hand signals over here right now. Like,
Hold on that motherfucker. I'm busy with something else.
Peace be with you.
It's about to vibrate. Hold on. Didn't sound right, but
you guys have no idea how like literal, like the energy just flowing through me for this fucking Conor McGregor fight. I am so excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm such a big fan, and that's why I'm so excited. But like, just the pure joy to know that he's in a quote unquote focused mode right now. Like we're hoping to see the real Conor again.
he's saying it is.
I mean,
he's
a lot-
saying it's
everybody's
levels
saying-
above.
Yeah, I mean,
Max kept saying we got shaved head Connor now.
shaved head Conor. I like it.
He's a beast when he's shaved up. God.
I'm also really interested, which his name's like Ariel something.
Holloway. Or
Yeah,
something?
the sports analyst guy. Or
Right.
whatever. He did an interview with Conor that's been all over social media.
I watched it today.
But he was talking. Conor was talking about his son and
Yeah.
whether or not if he was going to fight. And Conor was saying like, I'm obviously not going to push it on him or like force that against him or whatever. But he's like, he said, I'll promise you this. He's like, he's going to know how to fight. Like if he chooses to want to be a fighter, he's going to know how to fucking fight. And he was saying already at the age he is now, being as young as he is, he's like, he's got power. He knows how to keep. Like he's like.
right.
He says he comes to the gym and one of the guys he wrestles with at his gym, his son's got like a really, really good wrestling. Like his kid's really good at wrestling. He's like, well, I forget what Connor's kid's name is now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Carter Jr.
Yeah.
It might be.
I'm pretty sure it's something else. isn't
Sounds
it?
right.
Is it
It
Connor?
is.
I don't know. Maybe it is. But he's saying that Connor loves to wrestle him like his kid does. I thought that was really cool. What if we get like in our 40s or whatever, and we get to see another Conor McGregor? Like,
Conor
Sure we
McGregor Jr.
I'd be down for that.
to take my daddy's title back.
I mean, we're
Could you
gonna
see? Wouldn't that be like a movie? Like you see Connor coming out. He's like in his like 50s.
he holds
like,
up his
yeah,
flag.
Yeah, and his son comes out like he's comes out to like avenge him. I don't know, like Habib's son. They've grown up to like.
Oh my
they
gosh.
meet later on.
Hey, let this be known today, man. We might have just predicted that.
yeah,
Calling it.
right here on the
Vegas
podcast.
odds.
You heard it first here.
That's the last dab. Another big sports thing so we can keep going on to that. Updates that we always do is, at least for me, this one kind of affected me just because I'm a huge Patriot fan. Victor Oladipo's a Hoosier boy.
He's gone.
But he's gone now.
And I'm glad.
I'm not mad.
I'm fucking glad.
He's not going to lead us to a championship.
Exactly. I think
so
he's
it's not
proven
like,
time and time and time again that he's not leading us anywhere past the fucking barely the playoffs. So what's the big fucking deal? You know what I mean? Why freak out about it? Look at the longevity. You just lost someone that hasn't proven anything.
I think we could have put like some big name huge stars around him.
Did you see that
got
news
better?
I
But
sent?
he's still
But we're
not
so
like,
scared.
Yeah.
We're so scared to spit Buddy.
See
Yes.
that news I sent you about that guy that they got?
Karis LeVert and the mass on his lung or whatever. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
it's on his kidney. I think they're gonna do tests, so he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah,
Great,
we
another
just
injured
gotta-
player.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
just gotta
it's not like
trade
it's
and-
surprising. So fuck it. I just say we just start brand new. I mean, keep Turner. You know what I mean? Keep what's the white boy's name?
See, I don't
Sabonis.
want to keep Turner.
You want to get rid of Turner? Fuck Turner. Then.
I mean,
we can get
he's-
rid of Turner.
Isn't what's his name?
I
From,
like Sabonis.
Sabonis is
I like
probably our best
Sabonis.
player.
That's what I'm saying. He's the only one that shows up every time.
I mean, TJ Warren's a boss,
TJ
but
Warren
he's
will show up,
injured
but not
right
every
now.
time. Exactly. He's injured. He's not consistent. Sabonis is the only consistent fucking Pacer player. So
Who's that dude from Brownsburg? Isn't he supposed to be coming to the Pacers?
they've been talking about Hayward. They talked about that one time, but I don't think that would ever happen. He's injury
Oh,
prone too.
you're talking about Gordon Hayward? Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
not coming
he
here.
wouldn't come here. Plus, we don't have enough money, and he's injury prone too. But we do not have enough money, or we just don't want to spend it. We're like, no.
No, we're a small market team. It's
We
just
are.
that's
We're a
how it's
small
always
market
going to be.
Yeah.
We had our shot at a championship
Jordan.
with Reggie, and that like ever
You
since
guys,
that.
you guys had a shot at championship whenever you had Hibbert and Paul George.
Yeah,
and
we did.
all them. But you ran if it wasn't for the Miami Big Three, then you guys would have had a.
No one
a
can beat
championship.
Miami Big Three, bro.
Nobody.
I know, but
LeBron
that team,
Wade,
that team
like-
was really good though.
Yeah.
When they had West,
David
and,
West, Roy Hibbert,
George and George.
CJ or is it CJ Malcolm? Or
Yeah,
I think he was on that team.
Something like that.
Dude, they had a hell of a team.
They really did.
Yeah.
We really did.
That was when Paul George was actually like
yeah.
he was motivated to be a good player. Like I think ever since
He actually
his
played decent in the
injury
playoffs.
and everying, like he's not the same person.
They took the Heat
ain't no
to
playoff
7 games like three
Ain't
years
no
in a
playoff.
row.
He ain't no playoff Pete. He said,
Two
"He's
or
gonna
3
call
years in a
yourself
row. Yeah,
playoff
the
Pete."
Pacers.
Show up.
You know what also
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
us
in the playoffs.
Right.
on that team though when we had Lance and all that
His
was
attitude.
Oh, yeah,
we
Lance
had a
Ryan.
hell of a year. The year after that, the one year we've been talking about, but the year after that, we had damn near the same team, and Roy Hibbert's wife was getting pounded by everybody on the fucking team.
Bro.
So everybody hated each other. The whole team couldn't even practice
First of all,
together.
when did that get leaked?
That was a real thing.
That's
you can look
awesome,
that up.
bro. That's
Roy
fucking
Hibbert had some
hilarious.
model wife, like hot as shit. You know.
I mean, was he okay with it?
No, he wasn't okay with it. We played like shit because of
Well,
that.
went to
I
the
mean,
Lakers.
sometimes
He went to the
it's like
Lakers,
it's like
didn't he,
it's like a
after
team building.
Would you be okay
I mean,
playing on the same team with someone pounding your
if
woman?
I was a swinger and I had a basketball team that all made millions of dollars and we could play better because they fucked my wife, I mean, I would consider it. I'm gonna consider.
I mean, I'm not saying
They played
he
pretty
shouldn't
good.
have, but
it. That's what I'm saying.
Not that year, I guess.
Not
the
that
wife
year.
fucking year.
That was one of those years when they played the Celtics. And we went to it. I was up higher, but you guys were down low for your
Birthday?
birthday. Yeah. I sat with Jason in the area 55.
yeah, the
Oh,
Roy
yeah.
Hibbert zone.
Yep,
The Roy Hibbert.
it was pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, that was dope.
What'd you want to bring up tonight?
And I was thinking, completely forgot.
Is what I was thinking. Completely forgot. My buddy
We can take a
Brian
break if you
Hale.
want. Okay.
Here,
7:10.
shout out Brian Hale.
7:10.
Oh, it is 7:10. Yeah, I'll do a quick little just the topic and maybe we'll come back to it. Like the 1920s gangsters. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
Like
should
that
get into
time,
that.
the 1920s to the 40s, the gangsters, how it was, you know, how life was in New York and Chicago, like Detroit, just how that shit was owned by the mafia, the mobs, and just like shit was crazy, bro. If you're connected, you were living good. If you weren't,
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, 1900s gangsters.
Yeah.
You could just
You'll
get it.
We have one of the greatest
Al
of all time,
Capone,
John
John
Dillinger
Dillinger.
from Indy.
David Face Nelson.
that's what I'm saying.
Pretty boy Floyd.
Pretty boy, you feel me? A lot of these people came from Indiana, though.
Bro,
Yeah.
You know that? John
There's a
Dillinger.
lot of history back in Indiana when it comes to that
Charles
time
Lucky
period.
Luciano.
Didn't they never find John Dillinger's
You're lucky to not see him.
fortune? Didn't he have like a fortune? They never found it.
Well, he
I heard
had
about
one
something
of the craziest
Maybe.
bank robberies of all time. Like it's rated like one of the best or whatever. But he broke out of prison and everything.
They were
Like,
just crazy back
yeah.
then, bro.
But it's crazy to think back in the day you could do like, it's more of like the movies and shows and stuff I've seen about them. So it's not like I legit know, and I'm not the biggest on the facts about it. But like,
Shout out
It was
Goodfellas.
pretty
It's
much
like-
just like it.
I know, but it's
Sopranos.
like you could go rob a bank
Sopranos.
back in the day.
I just finished
and
season
then,
1.
like, no
So
mask,
good.
no nothing. Go rob a
Good.
bank and then
Sopranos is
come
good,
outside and
good.
shoot your name on the fucking wall. Like, oh, it was me and the fucking Harry brothers or something, you know? And then you'd get away with it because there was no fucking...
they're paying the police.
You
to
just
not
ride off on
come
your
get
fucking
you.
horse or whatever. Fucking-
I ain't
You
got
just
no
make your car
horse.
faster
Like they-
than the police cars, and then you outrun them.
Yeah.
They ran that. You know what I mean? Like they had it all.
Like,
It's crazy, those 1920 gangsters, right? I
You
think
could
that's
murder
Dillinger.
someone, there'd be a pool of blood, and they'd just step over it like that's nothing.
That's
Like,
100 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's 2020 now. Like,
But-
what's the definition of a gangster now?
Shit, that's a good question.
You know what I mean? I think things have changed.
Could be anybody, like businessmen, like
Yeah, that's a
that run
gangster.
shit.
There's still
Running
gangster shit out
yeah.
there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Well, there's definitely there's definitely shit in the street that's still gangster, but like the whole like perception
probably more
of it has
sophisticated.
changed.
It has to be more sophisticated now with technology, probably more.
it's. I mean, it's got to be
Intricated.
better. Like, do we come to evolve? Oh, that's what I was gonna be talking about. Was like a utopia, anyways. Just
Oh,
of
yeah.
like what would be like a perfect. What type of world do you
Yeah.
think a utopia would even be?
It
you
couldn't
know?
have gangsters.
You know,
Or could it?
Depends on what
Like,
your
yeah, what do you define-
utopia
what do you
is.
define
Right.
utopia as? Like
Right.
an abundance of resources or a lack of need for resources? Like we don't have to eat, or like
Or a place with just joy and, no laws
Right.
and
No
just
war.
everyone's just helping each other and it's just a place of just unity. You know what I mean? Like, is that your idea of utopia?
I mean, like, I guess, yeah, like building up if everybody was encouraging each other. But I guess in my mindset too, I just imagine like everything natural, like
Yeah.
like
I think-
everything.
Utopia, when I think about it, has always been just the ultimate, like, everything flows together. There's no friction of, like, whatever utopian world you're imagining, there's probably a lot of the same shit going on, but when it comes to, like, your communities and everything, the way it's ran, the way the life, like, in general goes, is all, like, flowed together as one entity, even though we're all our own entities or whatever.
Completely going full.
I always think of it as like a futuristic thing too. Like I never think of like utopia as like a.
Do you
old
think there was a
school
utopia in the
deal.
past?
I'm not sure.
there was
And
like
do you
a
think
theory.
maybe someone tried to take like advantage of it? You know what I mean? Like there was a utopia somewhere, and then people realized.
I think there's countries
Atlantis?
in particular. Yeah, like
Ah,
that's a good
yeah.
one.
Flooded. I found that shit in this.
He said, "I found that."
I did. I had the Poseidon.
There's like a theory that aliens are like us in the future, like coming back to visit ourselves in the past. Like they're already in a utopian stage,
Ooh.
so they were aliens. Like there's no need for.
So if
like,
they're in the utopian stage, they're coming back just to see like if we would ever get there, or
Yeah, I guess just like check in, like,
like, how
encourage
long it
us. I guess.
takes.
Yeah, see
Yeah.
what's going on.
well, they're seeing some shit. I'll tell you that. Shout out Woody. He's in Miami. He fucking. It wasn't him who showed me the UFO shit, but my homie Dylan. We had him on the phone the other day. He showed me this video, bro. Dog, it was pretty convincing. I mean, there was these lights just going crazy while he was driving. You know what I mean? Just shifting, going like definitely wasn't planes. You know what I mean? Driving in the or flying in the sky, taking off from an airport. He wasn't near an airport, so you do start to wonder. It's like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like those were definitely things that were moving in different directions very quickly. What is that? You know what I mean?
Oh man, dude, I mean,
He took a video, and like it didn't do it justice.
Did you ever
but
see anything
it
out west?
definitely, you saw shit.
Out in the sky.
dude, I went to Red Rock, right outside of Las Vegas, bro, at nighttime, and like this dude, like while we were going out there, he's like, wait 20 minutes for your eyes to like adjust. You know what I mean? So like at first, like we were just kind of looking out, and you kind of could see stars and stuff.
Yeah.
But like just all of a sudden, like out of nowhere,
shit.
boom! Like it's like
Lit.
Clarity.
yeah, bro. It is, bro. Look, like
It goes from like 1080p
like, Brett-
to like 8K.
all of a sudden, dude, I'm just looking up and it's just like stars everywhere. Like I couldn't even believe it.
God damn.
But the craziest thing is that all of a sudden it's like, phew. I was like, dude, I just saw a shooting star.
Yeah.
And
They happen all the time.
People, yeah, and it was like, phew, 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 like a whole bunch of them, bro. Like the whole time I was there, it was like just going off, and it's the craziest thing. And it was crazy because it's like Las Vegas is so lit and whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's like, and it's dark time out there, you know, no lights.
Damn.
You could see the sky, bro. Like,
whole universe.
I mean, oh man, it's still like night sky, you know what I mean? Like it's not like complete like galaxy,
Yeah.
like looking, you know what I mean? But it's like
I bet
just
if you
the
went far
stars.
enough out.
No, for sure. I don't.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of that.
We need to
though.
go camping in Utah. That's where we need to be.
Yeah, that would be
We need to
fun.
plan like a small camping trip to where we like test out stuff like here, like close to Indiana, and then we need to go out west. Like it's just.
Does
us
anybody have a
four backpacking.
telescope?
No,
I
we could
used
get
to.
one though.
I was gonna say I used to
Yeah,
have
we
one
could
a
throw
long
down.
time ago, but you can get a decent one. Like National Geographic actually has a few sets of telescopes you can get that aren't too bad.
I think I got an old one in a garage sale.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't
All right.
bad, but it wasn't top.
Let's go to our 7:10 break. We'll come back and talk more about Utopian.
Breathe, take it easy, take a pill, take it easy. No, I'm just kidding.
Seems like I can't leave this one.
My little brother's got some good music too. I gotta play some of his music. Oi Way, he's got some good stuff. See if I can get Oi Way on there.
That thing's smackish.
Hey, turn that light off if we're done. Get back into this.
Back into the vibe.
Back into the last day.
The vibe. Turn that down now.
No sleep.
Never.
Oh damn, the Saints scored. And they're back up 13-10.
What is that? Yeah, this middle of the second quarter. So, we were talking about utopians, right? And I said it earlier that I always kind of felt like it was more of like a futuristic feeling or vibe or like thought, at least when it came up into my head. Because like, you know, I brought up like it all flows together, but I just always picture like a futuristic world or like community where like everything like flying cars
Shit's
are flying past
yeah.
each other, and there's just everything's just zoom, zoom, like
Everything's electrical
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
I don't know. I've always just thought of it as like a more of a futuristic thing to me.
Yeah.
Not that there couldn't be a utopia now, but also it's just without getting into like making it a trailer for a fucking movie or something. But it's like utopian is like the land of possibility, the everything is free type feeling deal. I feel like it's always been finding somewhere that's like damn near perfect, but only in its own way or whatever.
So like Elon Musk has talked about, colonizing Mars at like 2035. What if, that's the future? What if that's Utopia, going to a whole new planet?
I mean, yeah.
Is that far-fetched?
I don't think that's far-fetched.
You know what I
It's,
mean?
it's
Is that like...
Shit, we got so much shit going on in our planet and our world right now that we're
Exactly.
like, everything's going to shit. Yeah, that's a very good
What if you have to
idea.
go
Like-
somewhere else to get to that said Utopia?
Like, could we ever make this world that we live on a utopia, or are we just
Is it
taking
something-
everything for granted?
Exactly. Yeah.
Something you transcend, transcend into,
A mindset. Yeah.
I was thinking today. Do you ever think about the like in the history books of time? We're in the generation of like where the world turned to tech. Like we're the part of the tech boom generation. Like there was the industrial boom back in the early 1900s,
Yeah.
and now we're part of the generation of the tech boom. Like people are gonna look back at our time like, oh, they were part of when it all started. Like they get to look back on what they are now compared to what we kind of started into. Like we were the generation that kind of crossed over from.
And we really did. We saw so much shit transition.
Mhm.
I mean, even a computer, a TV.
Well, you go back
watching movies.
way back into the fucking Neanderthals, like caveman, like, oh, we invent wheel, I found fire, like that type of deal, where it's like, could you just imagine like that type of world? Like,
Do you think we're going closer to a utopia or farther away in the progress of human civilization?
Is Utopia having less and doing that? Like, just doing the minimal things and finding the joy in that? Or is Utopia just keep expanding and finding more and more and more, doing more? Is that Utopia?
So I'm saying like a utopia would be everyone would have enough, I guess, but in a sense, like we have enough resources in the world for everyone to have enough, but in economical terms, not everyone has enough to have
Yeah.
enough. So take
So
away the
get it.
greed part of the human
Race.
part, yeah, and that is what's needed for utopia. So that's what I was saying, like
unity.
you need to take away like parts of the human instincts to become like alien-like into a utopia.
see, as a, I feel like some people when they think about utopia, they think of it more of a feeling, not even just the way things are ran or having enough. As like some people don't think of it as a unity like type of deal or a community. They think of it as like, oh, my utopia is just this world that there's all these things I love, whether it's this or that. I mean, it's not about the unity part about it. So I don't know if it's if it's like a feeling type of deal, or if it's like the overall just flow, and like you said, like everything being able to be enough for everyone.
Yeah.
Is with that being said, man, then that means like, is it possible you can have utopia right where you're at if you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even in a fucked up
that made me
world.
think that when you said that.
That's
it's
what I'm
like-
saying. Like, and you like worded it really good of just being able to find your own utopia within yourself and the things you have around you. Like whether it's living in that dream house in that dream place with all the things you want, or whatever it is that you consider your utopia. But yeah,
That's what's up, man. Because like so that's when I think about utopia. Because is that an individual thing, or is that unity with all things?
it's a good.
It's never really
question,
been. It's
man.
never really been answered. Yeah, is utopia with everyone, or is it utopia within yourself? And if everyone finds utopia within within themselves, then that's everyone having utopia.
Because it's everybody within itself.
Exactly. And I guess that is the answer.
There's different definitions of utopias, like economical, religious, scientific utopia. I mean, like, it just depends on what your definition of utopia is. Like,
Exactly.
The golden age.
what I think is best for Earth might not be what you think is best.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you had to
Oh.
separate to find utopia for everyone?
I mean, you
I
know
guess
what's
the
best for
Garden
yourself.
of Eden, that's a utopia in a sense. That's like so what someone
Yeah.
thinks a utopia is.
I'm thinking of like monks, man, because like they'll sit there
The Zen and,
forever.
like-
yeah.
The overall just
They must
They say
control
they
they
get
have
to where
over
your
their-
mind is naturally in, like how you take DMT. They get to where it is naturally through meditation, like years and years of meditation.
crazy.
They cross over,
They just go into a realm of just
start talking to
Utopia.
beings.
that'd
It's
be
okay.
nutty.
Isn't that crazy?
the nutty professor.
You want to know another nutty thing that I just came across of before the podcast tonight was that we've talked a lot about the monoliths, right? And all that nonsense going on. Well, in Minneapolis, for whatever reason, there was a
Oh,
like straight up caveman, whatever you want to call them, in an ice, like a block of ice, like a fucking 12-foot tall block of ice, just
Like,
set
what?
somewhere in Minneapolis. Like, I mean, I'm assuming more than likely it was a fake, like it's just someone playing a joke.
no, he was
But,
been there the whole time.
But like, what the hell? Like,
Oh my
what?
god.
Whatever
Just
they put on
walking-
the inside looks pretty fucking real too. Like,
You're just walking your dog and you're like, what?
dude, I'd have to like ask my dog questions, see if he starts talking or
He
something.
really
Because like at
would,
that
too.
point, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm
He'd be like,
here.
bro, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on. I thought you had answers.
I was gonna say, I'd hope he'd talk back at that point because it's like
He would.
there's a caveman in a fucking
Yeah,
ice
look,
block right
what
here.
the fuck?
Look,
He's
there's
been
a,
there the whole fucking time.
What would you
I
do if
walked
you were
that path.
hiking? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
dude,
I've
there's a
walked
little
this
kid.
path for 5 years.
There's a little kid right there. You wonder what's going through that dude's head? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. They tell me this shit's not fucking real.
Be like, Dad, what is that? And he's like, Son, I honestly
Mike.
have no fucking clue.
You gotta watch that Space Odyssey movie.
I do. I've been wanting
Dude,
to.
it's crazy.
I think. What did you watch it on?
Prime.
Prime. Okay, because I was either gonna check like Hulu or Prime because I thought Hulu might have had
I
it.
think Prime.
Whenever we want to get the chance, I gotta call in for the last dab tonight. If you guys wanted to do that.
Get it going, brother.
All right, Vince, I'm gonna give you the number. I'll show you the number so I'm not shouting it out on our podcast for everybody to call. I don't know if you'd like that so much.
Hey, motherfucker. I heard you on the podcast. I'm gonna call you. Which mic we hooking up to? 3?
It'll go to 3, and then me and Jared will share.
Sneak, snap. Careful with her. That mic's on a mission. If you pushed it up, would it fall? I'm talking like leaning it. No, I was talking about like leaning the mic. No, not down. I'm talking up. There you go, like that.
Alright, we got him calling.
All right, we got the call in.
So this is Garrett Crow.
Hey.
Garrett Crow, what is up?
What up, bro? What up?
What's up?
What's up,
You
man?
know, just living the last dab life, sitting here talking, man. Got a lot of good
That's what's up.
topics on this one.
That's what's up. I'm eager to listen to it.
Well, we're gonna give you a quick shout out. Like I said, this is Garrett Crow. He is a producer, beat maker, drummer, creator. He's a genius. He's taught me.
No, I don't know about all that.
Listen, hey man, I'm telling you what. We went.
He's a
through-
humble
We
man.
went through band together and a lot of fun times outside of school and everything like that. You've taught me a lot about music, and you have very, very interesting concepts on a lot of things. Not even music, just everything in general. So,
Man, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot, you know.
hey, you mean a lot, my dude. So, follow him. His name is Quinn _YM on Instagram. Like I said,
Yeah,
if you
all
ever
my
want
music's
beats or
online and
something.
Quinn.
And I wanted to ask you do these small crate sessions, right?
Yeah.
So explain that to us if you can.
Yeah, so oftentimes like people will store records in crates, and like I have actually a couple crates of records, but I have a really small crate that's just got a bunch of like 45s in it, and so like the point of that was to just kind of like take that and then this device I have called a pocket operator, and it kind of looks like a calculator.
I was gonna say you've shared it on your social media before, right?
Yeah. It's on my YouTube now. I've got some of the early episodes on Instagram too, I think. But I switched it all over to YouTube because Instagram TV got like time limits and stuff. But yeah, so I just kind of like sample from that small crate into the pocket operator, and then the whole point was to like make the entire beat on the pocket operator, just so that kind of like as an attempt to be more minimalist. I've got like a ton of equipment and stuff, so I try to. I just find it can be overwhelming sometimes. So this was kind of like a kind of trying to make a step into that more minimalist world. Yeah.
Hell
like
yeah.
it. Yeah,
it's
that's
dope.
awesome, man. And I've listened to. I think you're on your 7th one or something now.
Seven. So yeah.
And I've listened to
I
2
think
of
I
them.
was
I
gonna
can't
say
even
that.
tell you which ones they've been, but they're really
Oh,
good,
sorry.
and I highly recommend them to people. But I also wanted to bring up you had the Yellow Monarch mixtape recently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so that's my debut album from last year. It's my only project that's on like all streaming services and stuff. I have cassettes of it too for sale on my Bandcamp and stuff. Some merch off that. It's just kind of got the little yellow monarch on it. And then yeah, that's it.
Well, I wanted to ask you for like Vinny and Logan and Jared sitting here with me that I think you guys all know Garrett. I mean, we all went
Yeah.
to school together.
Our Rib Dogs class.
Yeah.
Logan started my hip hop career with me.
Hey,
Logan did?
shout
Hell
out,
yeah.
brother.
See?
Yeah, you did.
That's how the pounds do this shit.
Well, I wanted them to kind of get if you can, because I listened to the Yellow Monarch several times now. I honestly really enjoyed that mixtape for you, man.
Man,
And
thank you.
I mean, we listen to like a lot of lo-fi in the background on
Yeah, I
our
know.
podcast,
Yeah.
and I don't know exactly what you consider not only just that album, but you do a lot of stuff on your social medias and everything that really remind me of kind of just like a lo-fi kind of
Vibe.
yeah, like I don't know. I mean, some of your stuff is
We need a
Probably
fucking
not lo-fi,
mixtape,
but-
brother.
but I'm really interested in what you kind of like what as you do as a beat maker and everything, what do you kind of strive to do, or is it just whatever you're feeling at the time, music wise?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a mix of things, definitely. That one was definitely like Yellow Monarch. I was definitely going for more of like a lo-fi and chill kind of vibe. The kind of like that 24-hour radio
yeah,
thing. But then like following projects after that, we're kind of at a weird crossroads with hip hop right now, where like you have people just kind of like rapping over super stripped back beats. Guys like Earl Sweatshirt, Pink Sifu, Fly Anakin. Like a lot of those guys are kind of just like taking like beats that don't even have drums. And I think it kind of started with Rock Marciano. And so I've been doing a lot of stuff like that lately, just like, find a loop, it works. And then I've actually got a joint project coming out with an artist that I don't think they want me to talk too much about, because they haven't put a date on it or anything. But we've got all the music recorded, and they're just kind of, piecing together the marketing and what have you with that. But it's so funny because, like, whenever I would work with this guy, I would just, like, show him all these beats that I put so much time and effort to, and like had so many layers to them and stuff. And he was like, yeah, those are okay. And then like I'd find a beat that like I just looped something from a record, and he was like, I love that. That's it. That's the one. And so I just end up with these kind of stripped back sounds that, yeah. I mean, it kind of just depends with like what I'm going for, and I go more for like I think vibes, so more so than like
Love them
genres.
vibes.
Like yeah, like that first project, Yellow Monarch, was definitely like a chill kind of vibe. And then like I did a tape called Soliloquies One.
Yeah, I
There's gonna
remember
be
that
a
too.
couple more. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple more of those in that series. And like with that one, I was just kind of feeling like silly. Like you can hear, I won't snitch on myself, but some of the samples are from like viral videos or something like that. Like the opening one is this kid who is who's like playing with his family's Amazon Alexa, and like he asked it to play Wheels on the Bus. And then am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
What? Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Cool. So like this one's cover the kids' ears and stuff. But then he's like the Alexa was just like, oh, you want me to play porn, pussy, anal, dildo stuff? And it is so funny because like the kids' parents start like freaking out. They're like, no, and like eventually unplug the thing. But like I just thought that was super funny, and then like I think the beats on that tape kind of reflect that funny too. But then like I'm still trying to get a bit like harder stuff on that. And then I did a tape in December that was just a bunch of Christmas flips because I was like, that would be like lots of fun, So
Well, man, we know here at the Last Dab that you've really enjoyed some of our podcasts that you've listened to, and that you've given us good feedback. So from the Last Dab, excuse me, we'd all like to say that we hope for the best for you, man, and your musical desires, whatever you do in the future. And I think we got one more question for you, and then we're gonna go back to the podcast. And if you ever want to do a call in, come in and visit, you are always welcome. But
absolutely, thanks, man.
We called you knowing a lot about your music and everything, and that you're very influenced by music. We knew that you did band, and that you've also done all this other stuff outside of just band. But I know you've been in some bands, and you've also been in the process of making your own music now. And our question for you is kind of, which one did you like doing more? Are you more satisfied with the live entertainment side of being in a band, or are you more in the beat making and producing right now? Which one did you like more?
Well, right now, by no choice of my own, I'm kind of more into beat making. I just there's not really any like live shows right now.
Yeah,
I did.
That makes
I
sense.
did a couple over the summer because like we were able to be outside and stuff. And I mean that's just so fun as hell. I mean like my degree's in jazz, and I mean I still play with the jazz group when we can. Like we had a practice space for a while that just kind of didn't end up working out, conflicting schedules and what have you. But yeah, I mean, like I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I think that making music by yourself is easier because you don't have to really depend on anyone else.
Yeah,
to
for
just
sure.
work at your own pace, and that was like my thing. I feel like usually when I start a project, I'm like nose diving in, like, okay, let's just get this done as soon as possible. But I feel like it can be like kind of intimidating almost, because like I want to move like super fast paced, but like other people kind of want to take their time, understandably. It's just kind of different approaches. So I would always feel like I was kind of like waiting for other people, and that's how Quinn started. Was I just started to make beats in my spare time while I was waiting for other folks to get back to me. And yeah, so I mean, Quinn has been a great outlet during the pandemic, just because I can do it all from my apartment. Like I can do everything here.
And we've talked about
drums
that a
and
lot
stuff,
too on the podcast.
Yeah.
And just no
Yeah.
live shows and everything. So there's
Yeah, I think you mentioned
another
that
reason
last
why we
episode.
asked you. And
Yeah.
again, like we said, man, we hope for the best. We're glad you called in today. And
Absolutely, man.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Brother, I want you to make a fucking little, instrumental EP lo-fi shit for the podcast. That way,
Yeah, man, I'll
that
send
way
you
we
guys
don't.
some stuff.
That way we don't need to use YouTube all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we can shout
Yeah,
out
I
to a
got you.
good good source and a good cause.
That's
Someone
what
we
I'm
know,
saying.
something we can get behind other than just looking up
Definitely.
other stuff.
Helping one another, helping brothers, helping fam.
Absolutely, man. I'd be happy to. I'll send you guys some stuff. I'll get some email information. I'll have my people call your people. You know.
I feel
Right
you,
on,
brother.
right on.
All right, man. Well, you have a good night, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
can I
brother.
pitch something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a new album. Like it's going to be on streaming services and stuff like Yellow Monarch coming out at the end of the month called Mumia. And yeah, that's it.
What'd you say it was called? What'd you say it was called?
It's called Mumia, Mumia. It's
Gotcha.
Mumia.
yeah, the samples on it are mostly derived from Mumia Abu Jamal, who was or is still in prison, unfortunately. This guy that
Yeah, I've
was
seen a lot
kinda
of your
wrongfully
clips on it,
convicted.
actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping some more stuff this week. Pre-order's gonna start this week and stuff. So yeah.
Hell
it should
yeah,
be
bro.
fun.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna download that shit. You said it's gonna be on all platforms.
Yep, on all
Bet.
platforms.
I got you Apple Music. I got you Spotify. Cuz.
All right,
Right,
man.
appreciate it, y'all. All right, I'll send you guys that folder.
Hell yeah,
Right on.
man.
Thanks for calling,
Fuck
man.
Yeah.
Have a good
Peace,
night.
man.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
Shout out GC.
So everybody, go check that out at the end of the month if you want. You know, he's got some really good music that he does by himself, and he makes music, and he also there's a lot of meaning behind it. So if you're like someone that likes music that's just not something that sounds good or whatever, he has a lot of meaning behind his music. So go check him out, man.
Word.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I had Rib Dog's class with him. It was fun.
Yeah. Oh, wait. He was there for, I think, 1 year when I was there. Because didn't he leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up leaving. I didn't have him
became
as a
an
Shout
teacher.
out Rib
He became an
Dog,
accountant.
man. That's my dog.
He was playing GTA 5. We were talking about it.
So we wanted to get back into the 1900s gangsters, right? And the fact that there's a lot
Wasn't
of
there
history.
a movie about John Dillinger? Was it with Johnny Depp?
Was Johnny Depp in that? I know there's a movie about it, but I don't know if it was Johnny Depp. John Dillinger from
John
Indianapolis. I think that's crazy.
No, crazy.
Don Dillinger.
Public
Yeah.
Enemies.
Is he
Oh, that's the movie. I think I'm dying. I have cancer. Goodness.
Yeah, John Dillinger.
That's
Babyface
crazy.
Nelson. Pretty Boy Floyd.
Damn, I didn't even know that was about John Dillinger. I need to go watch
We all
that.
need to watch it again and
Right
do a
on.
review.
Yeah.
Small little review next time.
Like John Dillinger, you know, like I did a little bit, just like a literal, like 1 to 2 minute, like little brief summary on him. And like some of the stuff that they had in this little article about him was like, obviously he's from Indy. And then that he got arrested for like petty theft, like just normal type theft, like nothing crazy, like bank robberies and stuff. And he ended up going to jail for it. And he broke out of jail, and ever since that day he broke out of jail, he was like one of the world's most
Right.
prolific like bank robbers, and like you couldn't catch the guy if you tried type of deal. Like I guarantee that movie probably shows a lot about him, obviously, but like he's a crazy gangster back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that classic, like, you know, Cadillac, like
Tommy
Gun type
Bro,
gangster,
Tommy
like
Gun
just
is gangster, bro.
yeah, that whole aesthetic of like the 1920s gangsters. I think those are like some of the coolest story ones is in the 20s and 30s, when cars are just getting to the point where like they're like revolutionizing to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Like not at the point that everybody had a car, but they were getting to the point to where everybody was getting behind the idea of cars. So like everybody was getting into that.
The Mafia game. You ever played that?
I have on my PlayStation
Yeah,
actually. I'm pretty
did,
sure.
did you play Mafia 3?
Yeah, dude.
I remember you playing
I love those games.
The
I'm telling
cutscenes
you,
in
you
them
gotta
are.
get this. You gotta when you can. You gotta get this samurai game. It's fucking good so far. I've only played like an hour of it, but
Look up a list. Just let's go through some names of some like 1900 gangsters. I think that would be fun to get into.
Yeah. Al Capone. Did we already say him?
I mean, we don't even need to say him. He's probably like one of the most notorious ones there is.
Conor McGregor.
There's still stuff about. There's still stuff that Al Capone like did back in the day that's like still in effect, damn near, because of like the legitimate like influence he had.
Oh shit. Well, I had another one of those. Ooh.
Edgar Hoover? I thought that was like a president or something. Bonnie and Clyde, of course.
Arnold
he was-
Rothstein.
he was the leader of the FBI.
Oh, Edgar Hoover was okay.
Who is it?
I've heard so many of these names. It's just like I don't know much about them.
Nicknamed Creepy. Member of the Barker gang. Served 26 years in Alcatraz.
In
The longest
Alcatraz
time
again.
as a federal prisoners.
Got it out.
There's so many
Adequate.
R's and shit, you couldn't get it.
He paroled out in 1968 and died in Spain. Oh shit, he made it to Spain.
Bonnie
Wait.
and Clyde did a lot of shit through
Machine Gun
Indiana.
Kelly.
Babyface Nelson.
Yeah,
Machine Gun
looking
Kelly.
like a child. Machine Gun Kelly, yeah.
Arrested in
MGK.
Tennessee in 1933.
Died in jail from a heart attack. He went
Poor
out the
guy.
gangster way, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty boy Floyd. Killed in an FBI shootout in 1934.
Have you? I've talked about the show Peaky Blinders, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good.
It's not like a lot. I mean, it is kind of. It ties into American history towards the end of the show, but it's more of like a. I mean, it is Europe, but I'm trying to think of like where we're at in Europe.
Great Britain in the
Yeah, it was.
in
Yeah,
the-
like Britain.
isn't it like the
gangs.
industrial like parts of town?
Oh,
isn't it?
what's the guy's name? Shit. There's a really, really well-known
Buck
like,
Saints tied at
British
13.
fucking mafia guy.
Halftime.
Ed. No, not Ed Kemper. That's off of Mindhunter. Fuck me. God damn.
Scarecrow's in there, right?
Fuck.
Huh?
Edgar Allan
The dude who
Poe.
plays
my God.
the dude who plays Scarecrow
I didn't know he was in that.
in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. I know what you're talking about. He
I don't even
is.
know if I know who you're talking
Isn't
about.
Tom Hardy in that too?
Yeah,
They
Tom
gotta play
Hardy's in that.
Scarecrow and Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn it, he is in it.
I didn't even know. I didn't even put
Hey,
two and two
Scarecrow's
together.
scary as fuck, bro. Low key.
Yeah, that probably would be. That would be.
And then you're like
Yeah,
deep
and
and dark.
Tom
Triggers.
Hardy plays
What?
such a good
No.
act. Like he's such a good actor. He, like the whole British part of it. He's like he said, if I don't fucking know,
This
then I
guy.
obviously don't fucking know, do I? You know, like
guy.
just
He plays
I
Scarecrow.
mean, Tom Hardy was fucking bang.
Cecilia Murphy.
Remember?
Yeah,
He plays Scarecrow.
he's the main character.
How do you even say his name?
Cecilian Murphy, or oh, it's not Cecilian. It's
Sicilian.
I
He's
thought
a
it was
fucking sandwich.
Cecilian, baby. He plays a. He's such a good actor in the
Motherfucker's a
show. Man.
tasty Italian sandwich.
He always somehow brings it back to an Italian sandwich or like a sub. I swear, go back to the past episodes and just listen to it.
I love them, bro. They're my favorite sandwich. You got the banana peppers, the oregano.
I was trying to tell Haley that we should make something like that.
He said, "Yo, gonna die, though."
Is it like good pepperonis, ham?
Sicilian sandwich is gonna be the last stab
Oh,
food.
it's so good.
You need to
Pepper
get some
food
salami.
So yeah, salami.
That's
Salami.
obviously
It
in
look good.
Utopia, is right. Like I'm just saying,
Endless
this
fucking
feast.
Italian
Endless
sandwiches.
pasta.
They're as long as your eyes can see.
Pasta that doesn't make you gain any weight. You just eat so much pasta and bread.
You just eat it and it just leaves your body.
yeah, pasta bread. cheese.
Full through.
Non-stop.
I had Tex-Mex yesterday. It's so good.
You said Tex-Mex last time. I know that for a fact. I don't think you did for a fucking fact.
I don't think you did, man.
We'll have to go back.
This light's fucking. God damn it! This light's fucking with me.
I like Tex-Mex.
God damn it!
Switch it
Is
up.
this the purple?
Get out of here.
We've been doing the green. What else is there?
So,
Make my eyes water.
one
like
thing
red.
I
I
definitely
like
wanted
that. That's
to
good.
hit on was WandaVision coming out, right? And I don't want to
WandaVision.
get too deep into
Is
it,
she
ruin
here? Like-
things, right? She's changing shit. But they came out with the first 2 episodes, and I thought it was pretty fucking good. Like, there's already hints in it of things on the first 2. Vince, I honestly wanted, like, which maybe I shouldn't, because Jared's gonna watch it, and I don't want to ruin things.
It's.
You know the
You're
little,
not really spoiling anything. It plays off different TV shows from the past, I guess.
you know, there's the symbol though that I'm trying to get at.
It's pretty good.
This,
It's okay so far. I think it's building up the stuff.
Yeah, but you do know what the symbol. I'm trying not to like get into it without you
Sorry.
ruining
My eyes
it.
were watering.
The symbol.
It was on the little toy, and then it was at the end.
Uh-oh. Spoiler alert!
I'm trying to remember.
Like,
Oh, okay. At the end of the second episode.
yeah, and it was
okay.
also like she went out in the yard,
Mhm.
found that thing, right, and it
Yep.
was on the fucking
Yep.
thing. Well,
on
I-
the
it-
helicopter. Okay.
I wanted to talk with you about it so bad because I don't really know what it is. Like, I
We'll
don't-
work into it.
Okay.
Jared will watch it.
I was gonna say, Jared, I'll give you my Disney Plus so you
Yeah.
can like watch that. But also, I thought it was really cool
I
that
got Vince's.
they do the TV commercials on the TV, like in the show. You know what I'm talking about? They did the toaster fucking commercial that was weird as
Toaster
hell.
oven.
But the next commercial was a watch. Was about a watch, remember?
Oh yeah.
And
yep,
it had
okay,
a Hail
okay.
Hydra symbol on the watch.
Oh okay.
I don't.
Okay, yeah.
That was. I
Okay.
guarantee that was an Easter egg. But there was a Hail Hydra symbol on the fucking watch. It even said Hydra. Like, and I thought that was
God damn
super
it.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I know. What about the? Wasn't there a commercial in the first episode too? That was like subliminal, like a subliminal message.
I think
It
so.
was like Captain America.
Was
I
it
can't
Captain
remember.
America?
I can't.
Because I know
remember.
I just remember the fucking toaster one. I don't know why that toaster. It's
Jared
like
will
an
watch it. We'll
Old
talk
school
about it.
is like, are you tired of your bread getting burnt or something? And it's like,
This is
try
like
the new
this is like
Toaster
what-
Mate 2000.
Hell yeah.
This is what you guys did with Odyssey, or what was that? The Odyssey one that you were telling
Space
me about?
Odyssey, bro.
Space-
Interstellar.
Oh yeah, 2001.
Oh, we
you guys
talked
were-
about it. We weren't
yeah.
sure what we were talking. Goddamn.
You basically watched it so far. So
Mars, you want to talk about anything?
you get the gist of it.
He said, I want to talk about
No,
how
I
I
mean
can't
the
open my
gangster.
eyes.
Oh yeah, they're
can't
fucking
remember.
closed. The gangster shit was
sorry.
the gangster shit was what I brought up because me and my homie Brian Hale were talking about it, and it was just
Oh,
like
yeah.
such a good fucking topic. We were talking about last night.
Yes, you brought up that.
It was so great.
What was it?
I'll see if I got anything else.
Oh, that's dope that he called
Here's
in.
here's just a fact.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Here's a fact, and it's weird. Bill Gates is the biggest private farmland owner in the world. He's got over 242,000 acres.
It doesn't surprise me. That
So,
dude
like-
is fucking genius.
It's like what? It's like what's
He's also donates like 90% of his worth to all these places. Like he still drives a fucking Corolla or something stupid. Like,
he said something stupid.
well, like he's
great gas
second
mileage.
Weird
richest
white-
man in the
white
world.
socks.
Yeah, like he's got New
Khakis.
Balances on
I
or
think he's
something.
3.
He's 3 years old. What are you talking about?
3 years old. He's 3.
Oh, he's
like
number
third
3.
richest.
Oh, it's Bezos above him,
yeah, Bezos,
and then Elon
yeah.
on top,
Elon was number 1.
and then it goes
Remember?
Bezos. Yeah.
Elon, Bezos. It's a
I
song.
saw. Just recently watched that video of whenever
He's
him and
3.
Rogan. He's like, "Oh, what is? Did you guys send it?" He's like, "It's legal, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's legal." He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
"All right," takes it.
Smoke that shit.
Elon Musk, like, whenever I was watching that with Joe Rogan, I was thinking, I don't know, it's like he kind of I mean, it seems kind of
Is it weird when
strange
he
how
sits there and thinks before he like talks? He
Yeah.
sits there and thinks for a couple seconds
Right.
before he talks.
Right.
He's developing the right words.
He's like
Analyzing.
downloading the right, analyzing, then like
He's AI.
pick which answer.
Which comes off better. He's got
Send
all
it.
these different selections.
Did you guys watch the Kanye Joe Rogan podcast?
Dude, that one I was telling.
Yeah. The newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
talking to
he
someone
was
about
talking
that.
about in the podcast how, like, you know, a lot of the things Kanye's been in the news for and all this stuff, like, they went into all the things he's famous about that's not even music related and shit. Well, I thought it was crazy how Joe Rogan was, like, talking about all those things that he's been in the news for, and then here you see him now that he's getting a divorce or whatever with Kim K. But
Oh, yeah, that's
he's
right.
also been sliding in the DMs of
Oh.
Jeffree Star, the
I saw
fucking
that.
dude.
That was fake.
Was it fake?
Yeah.
But it's like I know, but
the person came out and said it was all fake.
it was just the fact that Joe Rogan was talking about, like, you've been in the media for good stuff for the past few years, like nothing crazy or whatever, and then boom, like not even a month after that podcast, he's in the news for hitting on dudes or something, you
Right.
know?
Yeah,
I just
someone
thought
said
it was crazy.
Yeah, someone said it was. Someone came out and said they did it just.
Well, they said,
fuck around.
what's his dick? I just said, fuck, Jeffree Star or whatever came out and spoke about it too. Like he wasn't even ready, or wasn't even true, not ready. Who's winning this game, boys? Buccaneers or
They're still
Saints?
tied.
I know, but who's winning, Vinny? Predict the future for me.
I'm gonna say the Saints,
All right, now who's going to the Super Bowl?
Packers, Bills.
That's what I was gonna say. So who's going to the Super Bowl, Jared?
Okay, so what?
What do you think? Give me your two answers.
So wait, who
Who
what's
all
the
do we got?
selection?
I need- yeah, I
It's,
need-
it's,
I need
it's Kansas City Chiefs,
Okay.
the Bills,
Yes.
whoever wins the game that we're looking at,
Uh-huh.
and then the Packers.
And the Packers.
4 teams left. Am I right, Benny?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's either going to be...
No. 6 or 5. 5 right now. It's gonna be 4 after this game.
Yeah, there's 5 now, but after this game there'll be 4.
Yeah.
So just whoever wins this game, and then who do you think's going to go all the way?
Man. Sorry, it's gonna be Buccaneers.
I said it's gonna be
Okay,
the
do
Bucks.
it. Do it.
I don't know.
No, honestly, I
idea.
really think that the Buccaneers might do it. That's like, I'm like 50-50 on whether the Bucks are gonna, beat Green Bay or not. Because
What
I
do
think the Bucks are gonna win tonight.
Is Tom Brady like? Is he like doing?
How old is he?
Is he doing good?
Yeah.
He's doing
He's in the
okay.
playoffs, and he's Tom
42.
fucking Brady. Like,
Tom
yeah,
Brady.
he's good, dude. Like, he never isn't bad.
Whichever
This
one
is-
goes, it's gonna be like an older quarterback versus Aaron Rodgers. It's gonna be
Yeah, Josh Allen versus whoever, or Patrick
Fucking
Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
Just give us your guess, dog. What do you think?
I think something's telling me Patrick's walking back in there.
get the red light for the Chiefs.
Who's he facing? It's either one of these two teams or Packers.
It's gonna be the Bucks, bro. Tom's going in there with
All right.
the Bucks.
It's gonna be Tom showing the young
The
Brady,
young man how to
the
do
Super
it.
Bowl's in Tampa Bay too. That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, now next question: who's winning the Conor McGregor fight? I know it's tough, but just try to first instinct. What did your
Such
brain
an
say?
Underdog.
I'm gonna go McGregor second round.
I'm going McGregor full 5 rounds. Decision. I think it's gonna be a dog fight.
Poirier, tap out. Poirier, tap out.
I hope not, but that's a good one. That is good.
That's
I
what
like
I'm
it.
going with. I said it. It's in the atmosphere.
Oh man.
It's such a good fight
I-
too, man.
It's gonna be a good fight.
I honestly think Connor's gonna win, man. I think he's gonna win like
He's
third
focused.
round.
Poirier's good though.
Poirier, Dude, mad respect to him.
Yes.
Like, honestly, I don't know, though, man. It could go any way because not every fight is the same. Hard to say. It's just a guess because...
Which Connor shows up?
I can't wait for it.
Focus.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a
only
great fight, man.
It's happened Saturday.
I'm hyped about it.
not
I do
even a whole
believe in the
week.
hype now.
Yeah, you guys listening, you better be ready for a hyped ass
gonna be
fucking
hype.
podcast. I'm going to lose my mind that night.
We'll stand away from the mic or turn it down a
Dude,
little
I
bit.
get legit like jitters. Like I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah,
like
dude,
real
like
ancient.
butterflies in your stomach.
Yes,
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
Conor McGregor fights,
oh,
dude,
God.
I'm like literally
standing
like
in love.
just shaking, ready for it, man.
I was saying wore a suit the other day, and it just had a pinstripe, just had "fuck you" on it. I don't know. I just
The suit that he had.
yeah.
Yeah, that suit was badass, dude.
That is
Yeah, that one
that
was
is a
badass.
dope suit.
Fuck you all over it.
He opened it up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But we didn't even talk about like the biggest fight that night.
What do you mean? That is the biggest fight that night.
No, dude.
They're the main event.
You didn't see the fly?
Oh, Bruce Buffer and the Fly. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I didn't see that. I heard about it.
I've always wondered if he's ever had any incidents, and that is like the only one that
Yeah.
I have ever seen ever.
Where he had
man.
to slap his face and
Yeah,
stuff. He's like in the
Yeah,
middle
where
of
he kept
announcing.
going.
That's hilarious. Play it.
Yeah, the Fly on Bruce Buffer.
Play it. Play it.
Hold on, what did it say? What was the
Right
article?
there, right there, Twitter.
Attack of the Fly.
He
gives it
shook
the
his
dog
head,
shake.
bro. Yeah,
He's
he
like,
wanted
"Brr,
it to get off without
He's
having
like,
to use
get
his
out of
hands.
here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That shit.
You can't prevent that. That's got
That
to
fly-
happen to anybody. That can
fly
happen
got-
to anybody.
Dana should have gave that Fly the fight of the night. Fucking give the
Yeah.
Fly a bonus.
And he kept going. Look at him. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even budge really.
Right.
He can do that shit.
All right, everybody.
Just
said,
like do that shit, we can do
Bruce never
our
budger.
shit.
everybody said it was gonna land on me.
Spin it.
We think it's on Mike tonight. We have
Got a
that
feeling.
We got a feeling in the air.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god! We
You guys gotta get out of here. You set this up before, Vince. High fives all around. I got my first last dab. Fuck yeah. Well,
So wait, how does it work again?
I'm gonna have to pick someone just because.
Oh man! Oh wait,
Dennis-
We do a
Dennis-
shot.
you
Gotta do a
get to either
shot.
pick someone.
I could do a shot, that's for sure. Do the last dab
That's the
shot. Some Jack Honey on the table here tonight, fellas.
That's a good.
But I'm
That's
gonna
a-
pick someone as well.
Wait, either pick someone or let's
Spin
let's
again.
Spin again.
Yeah, just
I
spin
say
again.
we spin again.
I'll do my
Do your
shot.
shot because you have to, and then we're gonna spin again.
Because we have
You
to.
heard it.
Did you guys hear that?
You heard it. You heard it. All right, spin it again.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
lagging.
hear it.
If it lands on me again, shit.
The wheel was spinning.
Logan
Pounds.
landed on the pounds, man.
You don't have to take a big rip.
All right, everybody. This is the last dab, episode 8, right?
Is that it?
Episode 8. Hope you guys enjoyed.
I'm great. That
Go
is it.
shout out, to Garrett Crow, also known as Quinn on social medias. QUINN, 2 N's, if I'm not mistaken. And give his next album a listen to at the end of this month. So,
Hell yeah.
and I hope everybody's ready for the fight next week because we will, for the first time in Last Dab history, be doing a Saturday
recording.
Yeah, Saturday recording instead of Sunday.
And with something playing basically the whole time.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different type of podcast.
It'll be a
It'll great.
majority podcast of just us talking about fights. So it's not gonna be a huge topic based, random free flowing podcast. It's all gonna be about the fights, but you guys will definitely enjoy. So
Thanks everybody tuning in, and thank you for calling in, man. That's what's up. Like
Yeah,
you
that
said,
was dope.
is keep on. Anybody, just shout out to all you guys for listening to us and just motivate us to keep on going. So keep on supporting, show the love, because that's what we doing it for.
I'm taking that last dab.
Cut the slab.
Yeah.
Drag.
Yeah.